speaks to the growth of basketball and the sustained success. Last year you're introducing John, now this year John's introducing you. And he made reference to February of 2011, Badgers coming back from 15 down to beat Ohio State. How often does that topic come up? You and some a random fan or whatever? Yeah, I was there. You get that quite a bit still?
Yeah. I've actually become close friends with some of the Ohio State guys from that team too. So they don't like it too much. They see little pictures, but just today someone asked me what my favorite memory was, and I think there's a picture of John grabbing my head, making me look tiny out there. It's big. But that was probably one of the best parts, just being able to help my team win, and it was an electric atmosphere.
I had to look that back up. You had 27 points in that game, 21 after halftime. So when you get on these scoring sprees, and you had a few of them, what's that like, knowing that as soon as the ball leaves your hands, you feel pretty good that it's going to go through?
Yeah, it's amazing. It feels like the basket's like an ocean. I mean, any hooper, any athlete can tell you it's kind of like when you get in that zone, it's probably one of the best feelings in the world, one of the things that makes you fall in love with the game. My teammate Dan Fahey's out here, he'll always, in open gym videos, used to say, oh, that's all for brick, and I used to get so mad that I would try to get every shot going forward. So whenever I got in a zone like that, I tried to let people know about it.
Johnny in the video mentioned your assist to turnover ratio, which was ridiculously good, and yet, it's worth reminding everybody, you're still top 10 scoring. You scored a lot of points here, and you were never afraid of taking the big shot. When did that start? Was it high school, before? Like, you had no fear for the big spotlight shot?
Yeah, I think my high school coach is actually here today, and he always kind of allowed me to do that from the time I was a freshman. So it was kind of like if you kind of lost that fear of failure, and I probably owe that to my dad and him just kind of instilling that in me from a young age, and then also my teammates. Anytime I would shoot or they just make, they just keep going, keep encouraging you, and I mean for an athlete that's a big thing mentally. So it was easy to do with the people around me.
Always loved watching how a player goes through a program, no matter the program here, but in your case, your high school program, it was up and down, right? Kind of a up-tempo. So you come here with Coach Ryan. How was that with the swing and everything involved? How was that adjustment? How long did it take you before, like, okay, I got this?
I never got the hang of it. I'm still trying. Shout out Coach Guard. They sped it up a little bit this year. So. But no, yeah, we ran up and down in high school. It was great. And, the one thing about the swing is it really teaches you basketball. It teaches you spacing. It teaches you how to move with guys, move with your teammates, and kind of, move in one as a fixed motion. So from a student element, it was amazing to get the hang of that and be able to learn something like that.
I've been fascinated by, particularly in the last 20 years or so, the number of stars such as you, John, from Minnesota, who come here to Wisconsin. Besides your athletic ability and your obvious brilliance intellectually, what is it about this little thing going on now where the Badgers are going over there and bringing y'all back over here? What's the hook?
I don't know. I grew up watching Cam Taylor. So Cam Taylor used to spend the night in my house. He's good friends with my brother growing up. So, we got a lot of good basketball players in Minnesota from the time like Khalid Al-Amin, who some people probably know went to UConn. And I didn't know what the swing was when I committed to Wisconsin. I went to a football game. I sat next to Tim Jarmus. He let me wear his gloves because it was cold outside for a minute, and I was sold, So it was an easy commit after that.
Great job, Tim. Well done. Well done. You've already mentioned a couple teammates. I mean, with Laura, I brought this up too. There's the great wins. There's this, that, and the other. There's so much the rest of us don't see. I would imagine you obviously keep in touch with your teammates, and I'd imagine with you, am I right in assuming a lot of those memories or the buses or whatever, just being out, and you bring those up on weekends like this?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. I think one of the best parts about Wisconsin is just the relationships that you forge from the love of basketball. Whether it's just hanging out on a Tuesday night in the summertime, or going to the KK or whatever it was. Arguing politics in the locker room, or laughing at a TV show or a movie. These guys, you don't have to talk to them every day. Some of the guys, you don't get to see for years from playing overseas. But, you see them again this weekend, and it's like nothing skipped a beat. And it's they're, like John said, we become brothers, family, regardless where we're at in the world. It's just something that you cherish and something that's very special to me.
This night is great for 1,000 reasons, not the least of which is that we referred to the KK and we brought up Butch's Bologna badge. Somebody explain to the younger folks how awesome that was, okay, if you would. We'll give you the stage here, Jordan. Who always would you like to thank tonight?
Oh man, I'd be here too long if I could thank everybody, but obviously my teammates for all showing up, coming out. Appreciate you guys supporting me now and forever in the past. Obviously my high school coach, Coach John Moore, who always supported me. He actually let me sub myself in a game one time, which was crazy. I don't know what I was thinking, but appreciate you allowing me to do stuff like that. And then obviously Coach Gar, Coach Close, Coach Moore, Coach Ryan, all you guys for allowing me the opportunity to come here and compete. And then most importantly, my family, my aunt, my uncle, who always would, my uncle especially would always taught me that when you shoot till you get hot, when you get hot, keep shooting. My cousin as well used to come support me all the games here. And then of course my brother, my mom, and my dad who supported me from the time I was a kid. So much that he's even convinced me that I did not get a scholarship and he paid for it. So, so I appreciate his unwavering support, and it's really helped me get to where I've been, so where I've gotten.